but I'm using horse manure today. So I'm going to add that to the soil and mix this in. Scatter those in, and as I said, when they germinate, I thin them out. Look at that. Guys, I mean, this is amazing. I think that's just an absolute blessing. Look at that. And then the red ones. All right, we need to address these onions, this whole stand. Welcome to the channel, guys. My name is Mary. If you're new here, this is our container garden where we grow almost all of what we eat fresh, and we encourage persons to do the same on a daily basis. Wow, guys, I wish you could have seen this. There's a little hummingbird. Let me try and show you. Hold on. That little bird not having it with me this morning. There's a little hummingbird right there. What was I saying? Yes, we share how we grow food, how we plant them, how we prepare the soil, how we take care of the pest, how we harvest them, how we save seeds. All of that jazz we share right here at Farming on the Rocks. We grow a lot of fruits and we share those as well. All right, so now this onion section of the garden need to be addressed. Well, just look at it. It's going down and we don't want it going downhill. No. If you look, some of them, their necks are breaking. That one there. But even though this one is firm, I still will probably harvest those. These ones are huge. Usually my white onions don't do this well. The red ones normally outshine the white ones, or green. Are they green or white onions? They look more white. So, and these, I'm just going to dry these lettuce seeds and store them away, but right here needs some revamping. This herb patch just look beautiful. I don't think the Guinean weed doing well though. I have plenty more where that came from though, so. But everything else looking good right here. Straight from the onions, don't it? Look at the spearmint and the peppermint. Oh, and this is the colored mint. And the rice bitters, oh my word. At the vervain. I'm going to do another video on the herbs soon. So stay tuned for that. Cause the panadol and the what we call eucalyptus. We're going to continue calling it that for now. This growth pout is because of the rain that we got. Anyways, let's get back to the onions. Alright, so what we're going to do, I succession plant onions. So what we're going to do is we're going to harvest the ones that are to be harvested, clean up the ones that are not ready, and replenish the soil to replant. I'm not sure if I can get all of that done in one video, but that is the aim this morning. So I'm gonna harvest those. These guys need to come out. Look at the size of this onion. There are so many lettuce seedlings. I might leave a few of them with just lettuce and harvest those lettuce small. Look at the size of this onion. It's huge. I've always planted white onions, but they're always so small. I know why. But these ones. So I'm going to plant these new sets. I don't even know if I have seeds. I'm gonna have to check. As I said, I don't know if I'll be able to accomplish all of what I plan to do today in one video, but if not, then I'll have a follow-up video sharing how I plant these onions. But I'll definitely try and replenish the soil to show you how I amend them, because I keep planting in the same containers. Replenish and plant again. All right, so let me think I should take them down as I go. That one I might leave with all lettuce. Look at lettuce seeds. These are all. This is a lot of onions. I'm definitely leaving the leaves on for these because I will not be able to use all of these onions. So look at that. Guys, I mean, this is amazing. These ones look small, so I'll probably leave those. This red one can come out. It's not too big, but it's not bad either. Another red one. Ooh, this one totally dried off in there. Look at that. This would have grown back and it would be a way bigger onion, but hey, I like growing mine from seed and not from what you would call that. I'm not sure what you call that. I grow all of my onions from seed. This have thing there in there. Take out all of these. So we're saving the lettuce seeds. Ooh, how am I gonna do that? There are young onions in there. Let me take a closer and show you. I planted young ones in there. So these are my succession onions coming up, and they're in here as well. So I need to get these out. Ooh. Oh, tell you what, I give the rabbit this. I'll just break the lettuce off. So I don't. There's so many lettuce, the baby lettuce coming up in there. So I'm going to harvest those as baby lettuces and just add them to salads. Oh, so I'll give to the rabbit. So in order to always have onions, once I see where the bigger ones are starting to be ready, or I start harvest, I start planting immediately so that I don't run out of them. Because onions is something that we use every single day. We like to have it on hand. And I was using one of my red onions the other day and I made a note, mental note, that when I buy onions and cut in them my eyes don't run water anymore. When I cut my onions that I grew at home, tears are falling. So I know something is off. Can't tell exactly what it is, but something not right with the ones that I'm buying. Something is quite wrong. But a lot of lettuce seeds. Put these to dry and then um store the seed. Right. We get some of these as well. These are so nice. Some of them not ready though, like those. No, this one has to come out. Small but the neck break. Right, let me take down this one. To get underneath. Oh, boy, the weed, even though I plant in containers, the weeds is still a big problem. Still a big problem. These ones coming up nicely. This one needs to be planted in. So I'm gonna move some up and some down. The ones that are growing with big size onions, I'm gonna put those at the bottom, and the ones that I'm going to plant now, I'm gonna put on top. Yeah, that makes sense, right? Yeah. All these need to come out. I have onions growing in here too. Save this for my rabbit. Ooh, nice big red onion. Massive onion harvest this morning. Oh, every time I get rid of one weed, a new one emerge. That is even harder to get rid of. Mm. This one. I've shared several videos prior to now with how I grow the onions. So can just check those out to see how I plant these from seeds. If it is, I don't get to that this morning, but I'm gonna try. I'm going to try though. This one can be harvested. This one also. These three can stay a little longer. Ooh, some small one down here, so can take out as well and leave those ones to come. This was a successful planting. Look at that. The red ones in here, these I mix them up. Some of these need to be transplanted. So I'm going to do that and put some of them in here. That's what I do. I sow the seeds and then after they get to maybe this size or even smaller, sometimes really small, I transplant them out, thin them out. Look at that. And these are the babies of the bunch. And then I thin them out again. So let me transplant out some of these and fill in these space so I can keep these ones at the bottom and put the ones that I'm going to plant seeds in at the top. That's what I want to do. All right, so usually something like this I use as my tool out here with onions. I just take out the baby onion and plant it in the other container. Not deep because they'll rot. Onions like to be all sexy up on top of the soil. So I don't plant them deep. Like so. And I see some persons remove the leaves. You can. You can take off some of the leaves. But onions, trust me, they just grow. Whether I remove the leaves or not, they just grow. So I'm not too fussy. Alright, so that's there. I'm gonna take that one up and put one of the alright, so this has no onions in there. These has yeah, it has two baby ones. So I can put some in this one. Put it at the end. Okay. And then thin out this some more, should I? Oh, this one got up. Where's my stick? I don't know. Ever since I got it right, I've just been getting it right with onions. Don't have much problem growing them at all. All right, the next one, I need to put one here and clean out this some more. These weeds. This one look good. That's gonna stay on the bottom. So when I just did this stand, we were a little bit worried that the containers on top would have shaded out the ones beneath. It has actually worked in its favor, the ones beneath. I've gotten way bigger onions. So it kind of shade out some of the sun, yes, but it also helps the ones below to retain more moisture. And so we get bigger onions. So we can put that fear aside. It's not affecting it adversely at all. All right, so this container is empty. So we'll put it on top. So we can plant seeds in this one. All right. We need one with onions now to put here. This one has onions. Oh, move this one out of my way. This one has onions. It need more though. So let me find transplants to put in it. Or maybe not. This one has none. So let me put this one here. And this one, guys, you're helping me figure it out. I hope so. I hope so. This one here, and then we want one here with well, this one has, but oh, this one right here. Okay, moving on out. We're figuring it out, guys. We're figuring it out. So these ones without, I'm going to show you how I replenish and replant. That one has. Just need to move this one over. Oh, another onion. Totally dried off. To remove this and clean this one out. I need to come up top. So and dry down. That has to be harvested. Alright, so this container needs to come up. You know, we might not have enough to come up, so we might have to plant some seeds under too. Wonder if they'll germinate. Right. This one has small onions in there. You can put that one on the bottom. How many onions we have already? I think this is my biggest onion harvest to date. I've always had onions, but I usually just harvest them a little at a time. But look at this. That's amazing. Alright, so we can put this one at the bottom. that has onions, so I can finish this one here. And this one has just lettuce in there. Lots of lettuce seedlings. So we can put that one here. Oops. Yes. And then this one with onions can go here. Hey, we're working it out. It is coming together. See if any of these can come out. Yep. Quite a few of these can come out and leave the little ones to come up. Leave these little ones. This one ready too. Leave that the little ones to come up. Alright, so we put this empty one here. Right. This one, guys, this is filled with lettuce as well. So I'm gonna put it in between the onions. We're gonna harvest these. Look at this tiny one. We're gonna harvest these lettuces young as what you call those microgreens. So let me put it here between the onions. Now I'm gonna have to fix that. Straighten them up after. This one here. And then this one that is already planted out with onions, tiny onions here. I think we've done it. Where's the extra pot? Oh, down here. All right. And then this one with lettuce right here. So I'll allow those lettuce to come up. I have a huge onion right here to harvest. These onions will come up. We got it. We did it. So we're going to have a lot of lettuce growing that we're going to harvest out and then leave the onions to grow. So guess what? Those beds aren't going to be replenished. I just probably will have maybe just that one that I can show you how I replenish it, because these are filled with lettuce and I don't want to lose my goodies. So I'm going to replenish just one, and let me go see if I can find any use and leave onion seeds, because I can't get any in the supermarket. What's happening, guys? What's happening with the onion seeds? We need seeds, right, Miss Anne? Can't get any onion seeds, man. So I'm gonna see if I have any that I use and leave to replenish these. Let me show you my onion harvest. I'm gonna lay them out and show them to you, and then we do that. I think that's just an absolute blessing. Look at that. And then the red ones. Now, if you've been watching the channel, you know I harvested so many huge red onions already, almost on a daily. Matter of fact, I have some drying still from that harvest. I think I should show you. But this is just an absolute blessing. To think I was told I couldn't grow onions here. Unbelievable. Look at, I almost forgot the biggest one. Look at that. Almost forgot the biggest of all. It's a nice big one. Alright, let's prepare the soil now. Here are some of the ones I have drying. So I've been using these daily. I'm gonna lay out the others on here. This is my little rabbit cage that I, that I have right here. See, I'm utilizing the roof for my drying station. Look at the size of these. These are nice. I use onions from here every day. I kid you not when I tell you I use onions from my garden every day. I'm gonna lay out the others here and have them dry. So I have the ones drying and the ones to be dried. Yeah, that's how we do it. That is how we keep food in the garden all year round. This was a dream at once for me, and it's realized. So, and I know it can be realized for you as well. Guys, I could not find not one red onion seed inside, not one, but I found some of the white ones. So I'm gonna be using that just to show you. And then I'm gonna try and find onion seeds again. I can't believe I give away everything. As I gave away the red onion seeds that I have with the intention that I would buy some more. I can't find any in the supermarkets. Anyway, I will at some point. Alright, so my choice of manure is horse manure, and that's because it is really light and fluffy. So this is only horse manure. It's not mixed with soil or anything because my container almost full already. So if I was going to add fresh soil, I would have to take out some of this. So there's no need to, because I'd mulched this with worm castings and dry leaves, and so that broke down close to when the onions were ready. So this soil is not depleted really. So that is why I'm just adding some horse manure at the moment. I have rabbit manure too, but it is not as fluffy as the horse manure. Now, if it is your vegetarians, because I have people from all class, creed, choice of life, I know there are plenty of vegetarians who are not keen to using animal products or animal byproducts. So if you don't want to use animal manure, you can use compost. You put your kitchen scraps and stuff to break down. You can use that to amend your soil. But I'm using horse manure today. And these onions that I just harvested, this was what I used to amend the soil. And then I added rabbit manure and worm casting later on. I recently purchased some bone meal, and this is excellent for root development. I'll put a link in the description for those of you who are interested. This is excellent fertilizer to start seeds in. It's good for root development, and it's also good for developing tubers like onions. So I'm going to add just about half a handful in this little container. So I'm going to add that to the soil and mix this in. This is rich in phosphorus and calcium. Very good for root development. If it is that you don't have the manure or the compost, you can add blood meal. That is rich in nitrogen, just like the manure is. So, but then for those of you who are vegetarian, I think that's animal byproduct as well, the blood meal. So you might want to try and get the compost to use. I think pescatarians eat fish, can use fish emulsion as well. All of those are excellent for onions. And then now I'm going to just sow my seed straight away in here. Ensure that the manure is cured. If it is not, it's going to be really acidic. I'm just making a little row in the middle. It's going to be really acidic, so it will kill your seeds before they even germinate. It will kill them. Now you don't want to plant onions too deep or they'll rot before they germinate. You just want to lightly cover. Oh my word, it's very little seeds I have. I have to find onion seeds. Just scatter those in, and as I said, when they germinate, I thin them out. And then just lightly cover them. You don't want to plant these too deep at all. As then you say, Maria did what you told me and they're not growing. Chances are you planted them too deep. They're not peas and beans. They're very tiny seeds that need sunlight to germinate. So, yes, that too. They need light to germinate. So if you don't, well, at this time of year, um, you should be able to plant outside. So you can direct sow these. They can be direct sowed or they can be transplanted. Either way is fine. All right, so that is it. That's how I grow onion to support my family for the entire year. All year round, we have onions harvesting from the garden just by doing this. So I have about 4 different crops right now. As soon as those are done that are harvested, I'm able to harvest more from these that are coming in the row below. Yeah, can't believe I am out of onion seeds. Steve bought so many for me and I keep giving them away. I don't regret giving them away. I regret not being able to source more. That's a problem. All right. So this manure that is left over, I'll just top dress some of these with it. Oh, do not mold up your onions. Side dress them and not top dress. I mean, put the dressing to the side and not mold them up. They'll spoil. I learned the hard way. They'll rot if you mold them up. All right, guys. So I'm wishing you luck already with your onions. Please let me know if you'll be planting. You'll be planting onions as well. If you're growing them already, let me know how it's going. I love to hear and see your gardens. Quite a few of you ask, oh, can you share your gardens with me? You can share your garden on my YouTube community. Just click on the channel, you'll see community. Click on what's on your mind, and then you can share your photos of your garden right there. We'd love to see what's going on in your garden. Thank you for those of you who have been sharing your garden. Thank you for joining me today. I appreciate you so very much. Please remember to like and leave your comments. And thank you to my members, guys. Thank you so much. And thank you to those of you who have been sharing the videos. I appreciate that so very much. I am trying my best to close this thing and it's not working. What's going on? Thank you so very much, guys. I appreciate you all so much. And if you're watching and you've not yet subscribed, what are you waiting on? It's absolutely free. It's free to subscribe. And it's free to press that notification bell as well. So you'll be notified whenever I post videos so you won't miss them. There's chances that when you miss them, they won't come around again. I don't know why, but that's just how it is on YouTube. There are millions of us on YouTube, and so grab the opportunity to see it first. Click that notification bell. Please remember to share the videos. My members, I appreciate you so very much. New subscribers, welcome, and please stay with us. We appreciate you all. Gonna run for today, guys, and take care. Bye for now.